What's he doing? C'est ça. Là aussi, assez. One Kosu, you don't go live now?
Yes, we are live now.
What's your name, comrade?
Oh, I'm Comrade Mo from Reading Region.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, we are live now. We are live on Facebook.
Let them see.
I copy the link right now as post on the chat, yeah?
Hey.
Don't see him?
Yeah, just go ahead, yeah.
Thank you.
Mr. Nano is muted.
No problem, let mute.
Okay.
We're starting now.
Okay, I don't meet me, sir. Good evening to everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen and comrades of the APC, UK and Ireland, and the diaspora. My name is Comrade Owan Kasu, and today is the 8th of August, 2021. The time now is 7:03 UK time. Comrades of the APC, I present this show here today from the APC UK and Ireland media platform. And we get number of guests them today. We don't invite for can talk to we about pertinent issues them we get to do with the APC. Before we start, I want for first of all remind all the comrades them that the APC say we in the UK and Ireland branch, we still mourn the death of we comrades them. We don't pass away. We're a very serious and active member them. An active member them, they tell them pass away. And the role with them they play, the vacuum with them left for we, is still the affect we as a branch. Some of them a year ago, some of them a couple of years ago, some of them quite recently. And even the others, we still not bury them yet. We're in the preparation for bury them. So I just want to give tribute to the fallen soldiers there, of which one of them was my leader directly. Let me assume in position today with Comrade MS Kaba. May his soul rest in peace. May Allah forgive him for the mistakes we don't make. We get Comrade Victor French, one of the elders then at this branch, we passed away suddenly. We shocked the branch. We get Comrade Mokoa, also will be passed away in Freetown in active role for this branch and the party. And then we also get Comrade Tamba Geba. We Deputy High Commissioner. He served on a national and international level, and now be former leader of this branch. Today, God don't take him life. May Allah forgive him in mistakes. And then we get Mommy. We've been very active. We don't serve as a civil servant in Sierra Leone for many years. Kamna Yasso, very active, strong member of the APC party. And now Mommy Sylvia Jolimina Blyden, himself the Baron a few weeks ago. Yeah, so rest in peace. And then we get Comrade Sheku Abes Kamara, we know Vice Chairman 1. We, according to protocols, it been supposed for Dena Yasso with we today on this very platform. If he was alive, but unfortunately, Allah don't take him life. And we pray that Allah give him a safe passage to Al Jannah. And we also get treasurer, we Minister Pamela, we know lay on to rest yet, but process then they on right now for make we go give him a befitting burial with the support of the party. I go later give a tribute of him on a video form. And as we speak, ladies and gentlemen, and comrades of the APC, we former honorable Robin Commander, so we been go Salon go serve. In Pekin been died a year ago. As we speak right now, Ede Pandu Esara for in Pekin. Most of the comrades then they do right now, they attend to that. So I'm sure they go join me at this platform afterwards for watch this show live on Facebook. And that is Honorable Amadou Fofana, what do you call Honorable Fofi. In young Baba winner, Mr. Jibril Fofana, died 11 years old last year, and Ededu Saga for him now as we speak. So these are the tributes we get as a branch. These are heavy losses we get, very devastating ones. We affect we as comrades, as members of the APC, we shock the entire, family of APC. But we're not a party of resilience. We go use them time they are so for reflect and for make sure say we do the correct things the way we're supposed to do as a branch, for support the party now Salon, for make them win the 2023 election, for them we comrades there so we don't fall. They were all in the fights and they don't fall. And in the struggle of APC, there is always victory. So once again, my name is Oman Kasu. I don't share the link. I go once for make every member hold fire for 1 minute and then tap on that link there and share them now all the forums them while we build up we audience system. So in the meantime, I will give you a few minutes for do that while we share something on the platform.
Nobody know my nobody love where I get for you. Anybody with a drive for boy, this love them in a passing line. This love that take this love that take Nobody know my nobody love where I get for you. Anybody with a drive for boy, this love them in a passing line. This love that take Baby, love where I get for you. Pass a lie. Anybody with a drive for boy, this love, baby, not pass it by. This love that take that take this love that take that take Nobody know my boy, the love where I get for you. Pass a lie. Anybody with a drive for boy, this love, baby, not pass it by. This love that take that take this.
Okay, welcome back, comrades of the APC. This short video we are playing are just somebody from the APC we've been doing as a launch for INSEF. But yes, inside the APC, we do what we able to do for support each other. There's nothing wrong with that. And so I just want to remind comrades that we are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube. I want to encourage people for share the link all over the place for make we go able for get a live view of this particular show. While I can introduce we guest them with it today with we. Get very, very important guest them now this platform today where they can talk to we about we APC business. How are we prepared for the 2023 elections? First of all, I want to take excuse for the chairman of this branch. As a chairman, he's supposed to do it here today, but he called me, tell me say, well, they feel bright. And for the past week, he been quite silent. I don't hear from him. So I checked on him a couple of days ago. So he called me today for tell me say, they feel bright and not able to attend this live meeting. And also we get the Midland chairman, we instead they attend to some very, very important call. We go able for day and day on this live show. But of course, we get very, very important chairman then also we all strategic regions then the UK and Ireland. We call ourselves today the UK. If you know to them guys there, so really and truly it will be difficult for we grade ourselves as grade A at the diaspora. So one of which is the chairman of Manchester, Mr. Ibrahim Kanga Kamara, aka Kataman. If you can come on live, Mr. Kataman, and just tell Fambulem Adu, for long no say you didn't also right now. Thank you very much, Mr. Kataman.
Thank you, comrade Owan Kasu. First and foremost, I want to tell we chairman Mustafa Ahmed plenty thank you. We give the support and executive we give the support for make we get this media team. It's a fantastic start. As soon as me comrade introduce me, Mina Ibrahim Kanga Kamara, Mina the chairman of Manchester. Agree to now all for Manchester. Thank you all, comrades.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. That was the chairman of Manchester, Mr. Ibrahim Kanga Kamara, aka Kataman. Now the designer, anything he wear na body, na he just fix up for himself. And I sabi one guy na Manchester, when the Secretary General, Mr. Hassan Mara. When I see that man there, la bluff man, any side when I see with anything he wear, when I know say that the designer this, na the design for him. So, and one of his model for in designs. Anyways, the next person will be get with we na the platform, na the chairman of Bristol. We na a long-term serving chairman, very educated and professional person, and former aspirant for a constituency, na Kono. And it don't serve the party, it don't serve this branch, it don't serve in region, and everybody like him within the APC. And he didn't also with we today. He's still the chairman, Mr. Tambanano from the Bristol region. You want to come on, please, and just tell Fambulem Adu for we? Unmute yourself, please.
Yeah, Chairman Nano, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, when they get me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I've been to say, good evening to everyone, and good evening to you, Comrade Owankasu, the coordinator for the APC UK and High Online TV. It's a pleasure this evening for be part of this meeting this evening. First and foremost, I want to take this opportunity for tell you, Comrade Owankasu, and the entire media team, plenty thank you. When I don't do a lot for let we come up to this point in time. I also sorry for Erise, we dynamic chairman when Chairman Mustafa Amit Kuruma of the APC UK and I branch that they feel very bright this evening. And I want to take this opportunity on behalf of the APC Bristol region for wish a speedy recovery. And I also want to take this opportunity for say hello to all comrades who present or participants at this evening today, for say hello to them and viewers as well. Thank you very much, Comrade Owankasu, the coordinator for this program.
Thank you once again, great and astute chairman of the Bristol branch, Mr. Tambanano. With us again today, we dynamic chairman of one of the very important regions in the APC UK and Ireland. Another professional, another dedicated family member, a strong supporter of the party, very intelligent, and he's not a person, but we erudite, astute comrade, Mr. Sanusi Kuruma of the Reading and Oxford region. Come on, please, and then talk to me.
Thank you very much, Comrade Owankasu, and thanks to everyone and for the wider audience where actually join us from all over the world, where you accord this sort of opportunity for us today for us to come have this discussion. But before that, special thanks to you, Mr. Coordinator, the media coordinator, and to you, able team, that is Dr. Denke and Mo Bangura. You guys have done quite a lot for us to be here today. Without you guys, I'm well aware of the peaks and troughs along the way up to this point. And the support I get from the entire executive, including the chairman, unfortunately not there for joining us today because of ill health. I hope say no more the second vice chair will be with us, and for that we get a very healthy debate. Thanks a lot once again for according me this opportunity, and for all of you guys, including my chairman from the other regions, who were all able to get this opportunity and this platform, but I will say something to WeSef and the wider audience. So thanks a lot, Mr. Coordinator.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman Sanusi. If you mute yourself, please, if everybody can mute themselves, and then we can start officially this program. And I suspect say there's an issue with the link pass left somebody who gets a friendship and also with we. Now go able for view we live. So but we can try for settle that one day. I got me technical team with me now also today. And we to chairman, but if the chairman and perform, if the heads of department and perform, they are one of they are the people who are behind the scenes who they make all NTR so possible. I cannot start with this program without introducing these people to the general membership making Sabiden. One of them is Mr. Mo Bangura, which we are the platform right now as one of the technical man. We don't help the team for they get to the stage side. So Mr. Mo Bangura, if you can come live and just say hi to everyone, please.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Coordinator, and thanks to our esteemed guest, our chairman, Reading Chairman Sanusi, then the man himself, Mr. Ibrahim Kange Kamara, and obviously I will don't meet Mr. Tamban Nanona Bristol where they get a meeting there. So now welcome all. I know they see we VC2 though.
Logging it.
Okay, that's fine. So anyway, like we coordinator say, Mina Mo Bangura, Mina the PR in Reading region. So once again, welcome all. Thank you, Mr. Coordinator.
Thank you. Among us again is Dr. Denke, Dr. Amadou Denke, who of course we all know him, and we really they work assiduously well behind the scenes. Now not like for showing face no more, but somehow we actually without time we're not going to reach to the stages of this one. So I want to say thank you to Dr. Amadou Denke, and if you can come live and just greet me and say hello to the general membership, please. Dr. Denke, please.
Good evening. I just want to join everybody for welcome all, especially the guests then for tonight's discussion. I want to give them plenty I do, and I hope say we will get a fruitful discussion where we all go learn from and people that go ask questions. So some people they talk about the link. If you're there on Facebook, even if you're not a friend of APC UK and I on Facebook, you can still watch this live. Please, people should try it again. You can still watch it live, even if you're not a friend. You either use the link or you search from your Facebook search bar, just type APC UK and I. The and is AND, that is APC UK ANDI. Once you search and you are able to get to the page, you should be able to view the program live. Thank you and welcome once more to everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Denke. So basically, we're going to go live in the show. Before we go, I just want to share something quickly with us. Let me remember some of the fallen comrades then.
God be with you till we meet again. By His counsels guide uphold you. With His sheep securely fold you. God be with you till we meet again. Till we meet, till we meet at Jesus' feet. Till we meet, till we meet. God be with you.
We have sought to cover up past killings of evil.
God be with you till we meet again. With His lights protecting light, daily manna still provide. God be with you till we meet again. God be with you till we meet again. When life's perils they confound you, put His arms unfailing round you. God be with you till we meet again. God be with you till we meet again. Keep love's banner floating o'er you. Smite death's threatening way before you. till we meet at Jesus' feet. Till we meet, till we meet. Lord, be with you till we meet again.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome. This is the APC UK and Ireland online TV platform, and today, na the 8th of August 2021, and the time now na 7:27. We don't get VC2 with we will join me in the next few seconds. If not don't come in already, I would like to introduce them before we start officially. It's just logging in now. So Mr. VC2, we in the Vice Chairman 1 of the APC UK and Ireland branch. And if you don't do it, for so many years, he was one of the aspirants then. We will aspire for this very chairmanship, but God gave him this position and he gracefully accept him, and he do the work very, very well with we. So he just don't join we. I go want for let come let himself introduce himself to we. If you can unmute yourself and then come live and then just introduce yourself and tell comrades them ado. Thank you very much, comrade.
Comrades, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
First of all, I want to apologize. We are joining una late. As soon as I know, we didn't Mosiri for the kind 5 years today. So I want to apologize. I get for represent the chairman. We know they feel well today. So Adeya.
Okay. Fantastic. Thank you very much. He is one of the guys where they step in the shoes of the chairman. VC1, of course, the late Sheku Abes Kamara, we allowed taking life. And now the VC2 now in they take the role right now with the chairman Noel. So we want to tell you thank you for taking the chance for go grace this very occasion. And also we get a lot of things that will happen at the UK with the month, a lot of we fallen soldiers then. We honorable Amadou Fofana Fofi himself they do in Saga. So obviously you self get for go attend to the late Mosiri Fadikao, great comrade, we been passed away a few years ago. Then they do Saga for today. So we want to tell you thank you for the attendance. We don't go make for go represent this branch. So moving on, we're going to start the program proper, and we don't take the excuses then. Inside the APC, obviously we all know say we get some court case them. So matter than dinner courts regarding we convention. Of course, some of we within a Freetown where we don't prepare ourselves for go put local for the convention and then slam an emergency injunction against the party for halt we for make we not hold that convention day. And that court case day we don't go on for a while. We don't wait, we don't consult, we don't wait. General membership, they get frustrated, palava up and down, everybody they ask questions. General membership, they want to know what's in the happen. Very recently, if you can mute yourself, that's not a problem, sir. Mr. VC, you can mute yourself first. Very recently, we we understand, say, the Judge Fisher don't come up with a verdict for make they allow the party for go ahead with convention, but with strict directives. Obviously, we get PPRC, we will come monitor, and other factions them within the party for come monitor this convention. Yet still, the party feels, say, because of the time don't lapse, a lot of things don't happen, they make another application to Judge Fisher for see if the application day will be granted. And that application day due for another hearing on Monday, than tomorrow. And we feel say things we don't get concluded. The general membership are getting very, very frustrated. They want for know what they happen. So we want for through this question to we first chairman winner, Mr. Chairman Sanusi, make it come live and talk to we and give we a brief for let the general membership see and understand how we stand as a political party for all this election, or this convention we would plan for do. If it could be possible, when it could be possible, how it could be possible. Now Sierra Leone first. So Mr. Sanusi Kuruma, the Reading and Oxford chairman, if you can please come live and then talk to me about this.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Coordinator, and thanks to everyone and to me, Chairman them. A very difficult situation we find ourselves. We feel say we don't go over these sort of hoops initially up to the point, like you rightly said, we don't get this convention. But what's not happen now, we don't be in a position wherein it's quite difficult for all of us. Time is against us and time is of essence. Now, according to the judgment, of course, from my understanding of the ruling itself, now the Judge Adrian Fisher, including the PPRC and the leadership of the APC, they come to a consensus for let something keep going because of the appeal way the leadership make. And the funny thing is, the resolution when at the court order, a very detailed, but one of the main resolutions of where been there in place, the judge say, let us set up an emergency national delegate conference. He give the date, which was the 12th of September 2021, for the sole purpose of adopting the draft constitution. That is very, very important. The sole purpose of that, there are one. There are many others in terms of the composition. Initially, he suggested having a 17-member, wherein after this 15 members, where there will be inclusive interim technical committee, we will comprise this of the sympathizers of both the plaintiff and the APC party. And he give the plaintiff another extra hand, wherein he say if you see the composition, if they examine the composition, that is including in lawyers' name, if they are not satisfied, they get the right for appoint 2 more members. We will go up to 17 members. He even further went on to say, he put a cap, say the whole composition will be exceeding 21 members. So but the ruling itself is quite detailed because it goes into the extent of the rights of the members for votes and all those sort of things. Say equally, everybody when a registered member, say registered and paid up, a registered member of the party, and if get rights for vote or be voted for. So, but as we stand at the moment, the party, because of the time, we have a time lapse here, the time scale is very, very short for us. Very, very short for us. And I can understand why make the party say ask for another extension, where maybe by tomorrow, we go know waiting at the outcome of that, you know. But I just want to remind everybody and everyone when they listen to this program again, the party itself, me, I will talk and outrightly say, the APC is a law-abiding party. The APC is the most populous party in Sierra Leone. And they go according to the provisions enshrined in the Sierra Leone Constitution as set out by the Political Parties Registration and Commission Act. And then we follow the electoral laws of the land where they regulate the political parties. So we find ourselves in a situation wherein, I mean, we just have to abide by the law. And also it's frustrating to a lot of members, a lot of party sympathizers. Some people are really, the disquietness is so palpable, wherein everybody confused about this ruling and waiting they go on. So to me, I feel say, as it stands at the moment, we just need or keep it cool and then see how far. Let will buy more time so that we can organize this thing properly. A lot of stuff came out of this, the setting up of this emergency national delegates conference, you know, where the delegates, the composition of the delegates itself is a big question and it don't bring a lot of hoo-ha. So to me, I just feel say for now, let's keep our cool. We don't almost reach towards the end and let's see what's in the outcome of them. Because even the plaintiff, they're not ready for common board so that we can work, you know, harmoniously for let see, allow put things forward and let get a satisfactory outcome of this whole thing, this debacle. So I just feel say that that's it for me.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. This is the chairman for the Reading and Oxford, Mr. Sanusi Kuruma. We don't give an opening of this debacle who gets the Sierra Leone at the courts. I want to move over to the VC2 with Mr. Abu Lobu Black. We represent the chairman and also today with the chairman of the day. So chairman from Reading talk about an emergency delegate conference for go adopt the draft constitution. The draft constitution, is the APC on all the factions that support that draft constitution day, the draft constitution like I did? Are we ready to go and support it and to adopt it, Mr. VC2?
My comrade Oran Kasu, first of all, this is my opportunity. This for tell you plenty thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
As a vice chair two of this branch, you don't do short an immense job. First of all, for create this platform. As second in command at this branch, now the opportunity is on behalf of the chairman. We know the feel well today. Let God give medicine.
Thank you.
For being there with me while we talk to you. As I say, this is an opportunity for me on behalf of the executive and the general membership for tell you plenty thank you for create this platform. This is a first of its kind at the diaspora.
Thank you.
For you for set up this kind of debate at a TV for the UK and I, and where they spread all over, let people hear we views them. Well, for me, I want to doff my hat to you and your team, including me, man, Dr. Denke.
Exactly.
And last week, I listened to our program. I doff my hat for una, and una gear date say una the launch, una not fail, una launch. This don't go down the history of the UK and I. After where we go, we own administration go, the next chairman where they come, they go build up upon this. And as you say, there is room for improvement. And you did improve every day. The second time today, I see better communication. And as you say, when they learn from any mistakes or any critique, where the membership or any other person. And I want once again doff me out to you for all which you don't do for this branch. You set up this media team, you lead the media team with your heart. Believe, let God bless you for that.
Amen, amen, amen.
And then I want to tell the diaspora coordinator last week for make he come over where he can launch this program. And all we senior members there, we then come on board for launch this program. Going back to the question where you just put before me, yes, we, now the APC, me, as you know, on records, I'm part and parcel for fight for make we get a new constitution where I believe say now a level playing field. And I believe say this constitution is not long overdue for make we adopt them. So I agree with the chairman of Reading. Say it will be fine for make we get an emergency convention so that we're able to adopt the constitution. And when we adopt this constitution here, I believe say it don't give you the guidelines. Because any society where you join, you must get rules and regulations. And APC not to exception. And therefore, some of the things them way I read the letter of the SecGen, Payansanewe na Wiyompa, he say he not go able to comment much. And I agree with him. He say because the matter still in a court. I mean, not go myself na one panel, not go able to say much. As part of me feel I get for respect the judge. This matter still in a court. The lawyers and they can argue. And when they wait for the court's decision, for the judging decision, I not go one for can say something here, we go be a contempt of court or implicates matters there. So, but one thing I can rest assure you, say yes, me as any other person else want for make we get an emergency convention. We believe say time don't they near, time not there in your favor. Suppose for don't try law, we adopt this constitution, we'll get to flag bearer. We ready for fight this battle. We want to fight this battle. We want to come back to power. We not so people always we elect for in our position. So any delay, we then delay, no problem for some of we. And the second thing I want to talk about, we want to move on with the issue of the two SIM. We want to close that chapter. It affects me, it affects you, and Kasu. If it affects we all in the diaspora, we can make so much noise. But if we not resolve the issue of the two SIM, believe me, we're not able to forge ahead. And so therefore, this constitution, not for whole we no longer. I made a call upon everybody, all the parties were involved, including myself. Let we try put this matter to an end. Let we come together, solve. We get things in our plates. We get boku issues that we'll get for resolve. But APC, now one thing I believe in APC, we can make with palaver. If you give it 24 hours, we come together. We can fight a battle. Or 5 years, we'll not fight for the same day, and we come together and we win. And we're ready for 5 days. So if they ask me, I'm in position now and then. Yes, I support the emergency convention, and we need for get now for make we adopt just this constitution. And I believe, say, the general membership, they elect this constitution. Nothing wrong with them. All waiting the day, very clear, spell out black and white. Me, I elect them, I support them, I fight for them. So therefore, I look forward for go adopt this constitution.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Our VC2, with dynamic VC2, Mr. Honorable Abu Black, Lobu Kamara. I want to tell you
thank you
for your submission where you don't make in response to we Reading Chairman, Mr. Sanusi Kuruma. I want to move over to with Bristol Chairman, with Mr. Tamba Nano. Mr. Nano, we Reading Chairman, Reading and Oxford Chairman mentioned something to we. We're not very key from what in the judgment say. Judge Adrian Fisher talked about registered member. And APC, normally we get with protocols where you're a member, you're registered, you got to pay your subscriptions on a monthly basis or yearly basis. Are you like them? So we want to clarify this thing because according to the court, because this is a specific rulings. This registered member, or is it registered or paid up members? Registered and paid up members. Because what you make they ask this question, most people in they were not to APC people themselves. They're gonna issue party card to them. You understand? As registered members, then go there, then go do something they're not supposed to do. Then claim to them are APC people. Then. So are we talking about paid up members here? Or if not paid up member, just registered member? How this one will affect we as a political party? How we convention who would go for go do? Mr. Tambanano, please.
Yeah, good evening, Comrade Owen Kasu, where they mediate this evening program today. Also want for join you for warmly welcome with BC2, Comrade Abu Black. Most welcome, sir. And I also extend greetings to my other colleague, Regional Chairman, Chairman Sanusi, and Chairman Ibrahim Kanga Kuruma. Kamara, sorry. Chairman, sorry, sir. So I extend my greetings to una from the Bristol region. Yeah, for taking from outside my colleagues and don't make their own contribution with regards to what's they go on right now at the country, with particular attention to we party from the court rulings. I go try for my own contribution is that yes, the court been don't give a ruling, but because of other circumstances at the party, the time don't elapse. So it is then but appropriate the step where the party don't take. Now that PPRC, the PPRC don't write for say for we need for abide by the ruling of the court, and that then ready and then prepare for supervise whatever action we want for take. It is very good. But the time and not day now we favor for go about for conduct the elections then now the constituencies and come up to the youth level, the women's wing. So it is very appropriate the step we take for appeal for an extension of time. So first and foremost, I want to commend the secretariat or the hierarchy of the party, because before the time they expire, because they've been given initially 56 days when we don't go about all these things. So kudos to them, wait and don't follow up the steps for go appeal. And like the chairman, the VC2 don't say, once they case this issue then a court, it's not going to be very much appropriate for let we begin for discuss and further much, because we know one for prejudice, the case where in a court. More so, especially this Monday coming, we'll go for the hearing or whatever the judge will come up with for since we appeal. But coming on to that, yes, whatever they happen are people the way they registered and they are paid up. But as we know, say, we're in opposition. We're in opposition, and since we don't kind of opposition, things have not been easy in the country. And the general membership, people are becoming frustrated because since case upon case, we go court case upon case, it's not easy. And we see, say, the present government, they continue for harass with leadership and members, anybody who are affiliated to APC. And we know for say how the state of the economy in the country, it's not easy. For me, I go one for say, people the way they registered, as long as you are registered, I not say people then they lapses there, people not come up with them payment up to line. If once you are registered and which has been approved, then for you that right there for vote. Instead of for let we disenfranchise people then, they not come up with them payment. We all know these are difficult times. These are difficult times back home and even for we set the diaspora. So I go one, the secretariat or the party hierarchy make them take that into consideration and give people then that grace, period if we go for do any voting. As long as you are registered, you can vote. After that, maybe payment, we can come up with payment later. More so maybe something if we go for the final national delegate conference, also we'll go elect with national executive and the flag bearer to be. We can tax people then that nobody, you are not eligible to vote until you come up with the payment of, same so for come back to the diaspora. But for this immediate emergency, national emergency, the emergency national delegate conference for adopt or election with constitution, so long as somebody register, make we allow people to make them go vote and elect them, delegates them. So if I reach here, now this I go on for say, let us be considerate. Let the secretariat, the hierarchy of the party be considerate, taking into consideration the circumstances where people then they find themselves in. Like my colleague, regional chairman Sanusi don't talk say, a lot of the members are disgruntled and time is not in our favor. We need to do things where we're able to bring the general membership then together back for appeal to them. So if I reach here, I just appeal to members then, make them continue for sum up the courage. Let we all sum up the courage, but also the secretariat, make them be considerate enough for say, as long as you are registered, make them allow them people that they were then registered, make them elect the emergency delegate people that were then go adopt this the draft constitution.
Okay.
So if I reach here, I go stop here for now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tambanano. And I want to move over to the designer, the chairman of Manchester, Mr. Kanga Kamara, aka Kataman. The question I want to ask you, Mr. Kanga Kamara, we get an issue now so about registered members. Recently, we see a letter they make rounds on the social media about registration. We come directly from the National Secretary General to the diaspora chairman and all the diaspora branches and whatnot. Apparently, there was a letter that came from the diaspora. We don't know whose side that letter they originate from, or it appears as if it's a diaspora kind of letter that comes from wherever to the National Secretary General through the diaspora coordinator with regards to a list of emergency committee within the setup for the convention. So that concerned in response to that, the National Secretary General mentioned about registration. He said since 2014, if I'm not mistaken, he said there has not been paid up members from the diaspora. So for the National Secretary General for raise then kind of concern in the, we for begin to think very seriously as to whether we would be considered when it comes to things that has to do with national affairs for the Guguri for represent. So I want to ask me, Chairman, now Manchester, what do you think about this registration thing where we National Secretary General, they raise concern over? Are we paying our dues here? Our dues, are they going to Freetown as dues? Or when Freetown needs something from we just together ourselves, we pack money, we carry and go, we go give them. We need to consider anything and they as dues. And then definitely consider them as dues. So now we talk seriously now with regards to registration. Because we caught, according to what they say registered member, they don't talk about paid up member. We Secretary General raised concern about paid up members now, so from 2014. Are we going back to pay from 2014 to now and send on to the party for letting consider we as proper delegates? These are the questions we want to ask ourselves. So Mr. Ibrahim Kanga Kamara Kataman, Manchester Chairman,
You can come on board and talk to you, please.
Thank you, Comrade Owankasu. It's a very, very important question. But first, go take this opportunity for tell we comrades them say the convention where we get ahead. It is very, very important than the money we the party collect at this moment. First, we get to be honest to we safe. Which I mean say we get to be honest to we safe. The party get to try and settle with the NIM them. The courts don't give this condition, the condition where the courts give for make we adopt we constitution. And we VC two-way a lawyer, we know the law, know the constitution, and he was one of the people we try to put the party in the right place. Is happy with the draft constitution we don't see. So I feel say the party for just come together. Let them forget about the paid up member. As long as you are registered member, no matter what, let we take that on day, and move on. Let we go on with the constitution. Let them adopt the constitution. For Manchester here, my own region, I always encourage we members them for the pay the monthly contributions. We're very, very important because if you are a part of a party, the love and loyalty with the show now forgive the party money. When you are a party member, you are a sponsor of that party. People and they other parties there, it's a matter of most. Some they put on as a direct debit. As chairman, I'm not say they talk about the money, but it's very, very, very important for let go on with the constitution. Mr. Sef agree for let this convention take place and let we go adopt this draft constitution. Because at the moment, we don't get time now we side. If we don't adopt the constitution, then we can find a way forward how we go solve the problem. But at the moment, we go ask the Secretary General. It is very, very important for the party put money down. But at the moment, let we adopt this constitution. It is very, very important to make we adopt the constitution. And you also talk about we did Diaspora said since 2014. The Diaspora need to pay the monthly contributions. The Diaspora need to pay the monthly contributions since 2014. If I recall right, 2017 and 2018, when we went for the election, we give a bulk sum of amounts. We I believe say that they come out now with phone. And if that money they come out now with phone, now the monthly contributions them we members then they pay, then we will be careful for help the party. So I feel say me, I don't get much to say. I feel say me go just appeal to the secretariat. Let we go and adopt this draft constitution because we don't have time in our hand. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much, Mr. Coordinator.
Thank you very much, Kataman from the Manchester Region Chairman. I want just ensure say there are people watching this program live. As you all know, this is the APC UK and Ireland Media online TV platform. And I want for bring me technical team inside for make them can talk to me and tell me how the platform they go in terms of the Facebook side. And then from there, we go start the next goal. So if you can come on, please, Mr. Mo Bangura, I think you go able to give me a gist of what's in the app on the platform. Would I you able for welcome for winning the platform?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Coordinator. So far, they don't share we program 75 people, they don't share them around. And we get 33 people with the VM right now. And I just read some of the comments they will get. People really get issues them for logging in. Somebody with they call Raki TK. He said finally don't log in. And after loads of unsuccessful tries, but finally they in. So I don't say like, so I will reply to a message at the moment. And we get Fode Mansare. They say we thank you for all the media team, all the technical people. They say thanks to everybody. And we get Musu Sise. He said we do a fantastic job. Thank you, Madam Musu Sise. And we get Arun Pape. In the talk, say people and they find difficult for login, but if you see somebody be don't tell and say, may just search APC UK and I. So then I don't successfully log in now. They will get Prezo Song J-Man. Prezo Song J-Man. He love the program and he love waiting in Chairman say, and he greet we all. So if I reach there, I hand over back to you for like, I'll get more comment them, but let me just continue with the program. We'll read them back as we go along. Thank you, sir.
Very much. Thank you very much. That's very good. I want to say thanks to the people who watch live, and if you continue for share for we please. This has been said to a developing platform. We just launched them a week ago. Today, now the second week, and the views they don't begin to develop small, and we want for tell una thank you. Una we don't come live, and we want for also ask una for una continue for share them and invite una friends and follow them. Subscribe to this platform. Let we for make them a better one. So once again, this is the APC UK and Ireland platform. We'll go to the second part of this discussion. Waiting I want follow we discuss now. You know, we in a UK.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, if you mute yourself, please, Mr. Abu Black.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So the second part of this talk here is when I know say from Sierra Leone, now the diaspora, the entire diaspora, the UK and Ireland branch. Now, one of the most important branch with the party they look forward to in anything we party they do. And in many times we don't respond likewise. We don't respond to expectations. We don't sometimes surprise them with a lot of things them where we don't do for them. And because of time, the party they beg now for time, they send an appeal to the judge for letting give it time, for letting him for do a thing, because the time not there again. Right now, we get the NGC party, they depend do the delegate conference, they depend do the elections in America. Saturday, by now, they don't conclude everything. They don't choose the branches them all over. They don't pick the team. We don't go for pick. Now all over the place. We are still here waiting for the court for giving an order or a ruling for make we go ahead and do what we're supposed to do as a party. But if at all, Monday tomorrow, then give you the chance for let we able for come on board and say, yes, let we do election. How are we prepared? How are we prepared as a UK for set the example, for show the general membership, for show the other diaspora branches them, for show the national executive that we are a credible branch. We are a democratic branch. We are a free and fair branch. We go able for hold we elections now so. We change the executive now so, and prepare ourselves for submit their names today without any ala, without having to get them to fly over to the UK and do what we're supposed to do. Are we prepared for this? Are we prepared for this? Mr. Chairman Sanusi Kurma from Reading and Oxford.
Thank you once again, Mr. Coordinator. Before I actually answer this second part of the question, I just want to digress a little bit and for that clarify things with the comment away the first question entails. Now, I think we get to make a dichotomy between the two things. When the letter where you mentioned about, where come up from the diaspora, it is unclear who wrote that letter. And I'm sure the executive now, UK and I, is oblivious of that letter. And the letter, the nature of the letter itself is as if now all the branches then come together and decide and unanimously say, they'll write this letter to the diaspora coordinator, where the diaspora coordinator forward to the National Secretary General Ambassador Yansane or APC. Now, in that letter, now two things where whoever wrote the letter were erased. That is the election of a representative we forgo on this emergency national delegate conference from the diaspora. That they not consult the executives and the chairman them from the diaspora. Now, who then get, because it is on social media, who then get that information where they raise. And then the second issue where they raise is about the two SIM itself, that is the dual citizenship issue. Now, Mr. Ambassador Yansane, the National Secretary General, rightfully responded to those issues. Hence, that make a remind, he say, to remind everyone, you understand? In one way, he said, let us be mindful. He said, any letter where no get the official logo of the Secretary General, his signature and stamp, and then if they write to we, the diaspora, he is going through the coordinator. So that is the channel, he spell out the channel. So for us, for somebody just grab, you see something on social media and send a letter, we don't know. I'm sure I'm quite oblivious of it. I'm sure my colleagues from the other regions, they are equally oblivious of that. But the important thing is the reply where Ambassador Yansane sent to us, it bring out a lot of things inside that letter. And that is that we will debate about. So say where he put the condition, say about from 2014 to 2016, people are not paying their dues. And if people are not paying their dues, they will financially declare them insolvent. And when you are financially declared insolvent, which means you lost the right to be voted for and vote. You lost that right there. Now reminder, they remind me. But the thing where me more happy about for the response, because it clearly spell them out, where I get a very thorough understanding of this. And that is the dual citizenship issue. Now, what they try for tell me say, at the moment, as it stands at the moment, the APC, including 12 other registered parties, members, they now form a consortium of progressive political parties. When they come up, then they take a position on that, because this issue, not to APC no more affects, it's right across the whole spectrum. Every political party, they all get people who suffer from this same issue. Now, we have what they call the International Observer Mission, where I don't know the work they don't do, but they come up with 102 recommendations where he talk about it again, where he mentioned that in reply. And then he mentioned about the sponsorship of the National Elections Commission, when at the EU and the United Nations Development Program, that they sponsor that. And the aim is really for them to look into these 102 resolutions. And one of those resolutions, to see that's the dual citizenship issue. So something is in place, a motion is in place, and something the day where then they work on, where get for come out, then get for take out, and then something it will be beneficial right across it, so it will answer a lot of questions. So I don't want to delve into that, the issue of could I write the letter, but the response we'll get is more like it shed a it illuminates everything for us. It shed a light for saying something is going on and something has to be done. Now, if we go back, I'll come back to the question we just posed about the credibility of the branches in terms of the elections. Of course, something credible is there. Prior to the lockdown, we all know we don't go through the modalities of how we conduct elections. For the first time, unanimously, we agree, say there should be a flag bearer, any aspiring aspirants, they choose a running mate. So we have that, and we cascade them down to the branches then, where at some point, if the lockdown not been there, we don't go ahead, say all things being equal, they don't even take me to court with and put an injunction on the whole thing. The elections themselves, the modalities were there, they will forgo. So there is something credible we will follow. I think say, if the court's issue is being resolved, inside the draft constitution, and one thing I like for the constitution itself, I take my time and read them for the first time. I read them thoroughly, right from page 1 to page 2. So the last page, sorry. And all the articles are involved. The language is clear, it's well written, and there's nothing ambiguous about that. So the issue of payments and then for you to qualify or vote or be voted for is all spelled out in the constitution itself. So we can go on that. And I think we'll be able to resolve among ourselves. So if we come to the issue of the credibility of the branch in terms of election, I can understand the time scale, which is very short for all of us. But luckily for the UK and I, modalities were in place. We don't already fix them. All we needed to do now, all the conditions. Say for instance, let me just cite one example. If me be a running mate for say, coordinator or one case where you don't throw your hat in the ring, automatically the conditions were spelled out. So I'm not gonna qualify again for stand as chairman, now me region. We all agreed to that, everybody. So the modalities were there, they are there. And I think we're not going to destroy them. And luckily, with chairman, actually, succinctly, he said, interested. Those were interested for throw their hat by the ring. They don't make themselves known. They all don't choose vice running mates as vice chair. So everything is in place. And then we come up to the question of who are they qualified to be voted for. There were conditions where we debate on, deliberate on, and some of them were not palatable enough. So we scale them down to a point where if you're a newly registered member, all you need to do pay for the last 3 months before you register, you qualify to vote and be voted for. So it's clear. So I feel say personally, yes, that is credible. We are credible enough to carry out with your branch elections. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman from the Reading and Oxford, Mr. Sanusi Kuroma. I just want to go quickly to the chairman of Manchester. I know, say, Mr. Sanusi, you don't mention quite a lot of things. Then you don't go through the dynamics already. Some of the questions that I about to ask the other chairman, but thank you very much. You don't lay them out for us properly. I just want to ask the Manchester chairman briefly. You get some of you members in Manchester, they complain about they're not in APC platform them. And then also they talk about the fact that these two same businesses so we would discuss right now, still they're affecting some of the aspirants them. We don't left the UK, they don't go salon, they don't go aspire, but because of two same issues, then get affected and then go for come back for consider and continue for support this party. So if you want to give me an idea of waiting the Manchester their own strategy in terms of supporting for make this to seem business here, so then try to deal with them in courts and or in parliament for the people and go back to Sierra Leone for go register. I don't know how much you support this idea. Just like how Mr. Sanusi said just now, it clarify some of the things then, say right across the board, people want for change them. But how you see the possibility of that and what in Manchester they do with regards to that? Unmute yourself, sir. Unmute yourself.
I'm not mute at the moment.
Yes, yeah. You're fine.
Yeah, thank you, one Kasu. I say that a very, very important question you asked about the two SIM. The two SIM saga, it's very, very important. Yes. As a diaspora, we have people, professionals, them, doctors, lawyers, engineers, who want to go back home and participate. The problem with the two SIM for make them pull the two SIM, now we member of parliament there. The problem, I go repeat them back, is the member of parliament, them na Sierra Leone. Them way they inside parliament, now they for pass that bill they, for let them give the right of the diaspora them for good. But I don't think these people will ever want that to happen. Because if the diaspora go contest with them, the diaspora go more chances, more experience, more exposed for do better than them. So I know if you say them go, but all we the diaspora get for do, I think, I don't know the one the way one for contest. What they can do is to negotiate. I think the only person we get that power for do that, I think, is the presidents. We get the executive power. But if not way they go to parliament for pass na parliament, I go talk for free, say we member of parliament them. They will not want that bill to go through because it will affect them.
That's worrying. That's worrying, Mr. Chairman. Okay.
That's the honest truth.
Okay. All right. Meka ask Mr. Abu Black, VC2. This election we they anticipate for can conduct in the UK. You see current executive going. You think say this current executive will get everybody get for go and set up a new one? And what would they anticipate for it happen? What would they expect for it happen as the VC2? How we want for show na salon for say yes, we really we are credible people them. How we able for conduct the election also, because I know say really and truly campaign we don't start. Now yeah. Some people that don't pick them, running mates them already. The modality they'll be put in place, but they go on, but some people are not being quite happy. You know, so one for you tell me, you know, if you see this current executive going and waiting for happen, if you can come on, please.
Yeah, thank you again, once again, Owan Kasu. This is a very important topic we bring council. And it concerns we all. But I just want to shed light to the development we don't happen a few days ago, especially about the UK and I elections. You know, Owan Kasu, you a member of the executive. And you know, say me na advocate of for make we get a new constitution now the UK and I, you know that. I been on the push all along for make we get a new bylaws. Because I believe say the current bylaws we get, it not stand the test of time. It outdated. So recently, the Chairman Mustafa, don't ask me in confidence, and I don't talk to the Secretariat, for make we put together a new bylaws, a new constitution, where they guide we towards we elections now. And me, I for don't forge ahead long time ago, before even we begin to talk about elections now. Because I always believe, say, we forget a new constitution before we begin to talk about the elections. And going to elections with this current bylaws will get so, I believe, say, they create all sorts of problems. And I just want to go back. And for me, for Canada, this program, first of all, I want to off my heart to my late Vice Chairman one. May his soul rest in perfect peace. And the late Vice Chairman, me and him been there on the tussle for make we get this new constitution. In fact, I've been saying, "Law get the new constitution," but him they say, "Law wait until they adopt the draft constitution." Maybe they say, "No, law we get we already now. By the time when they adopt them, so that we will just go back to amend them." But now, I believe say we get the draft constitution now. All we they wait for now, make them go na convention, go adopt them. But we can sit down right now, wait I talk to the chairman now, we can sit down here right now. We begin with your own draft constitution. By the time we will go adopt it now, whatever amendment we'll get for do now, it will be easy for we. As a lawyer, I always believe say, it's not going to be easy for me to just sit down, put pen and paper for draft and kind constitution there. So, for begin from somewhere. And then we get the mechanism. When are the drafts? They don't give them. Everybody will not get them. So, as the chairman don't ask me then days, I say, make we left a legacy. I want, because we want left this executive, but we want left a legacy. The legacy like me as vice chairman to one left. Now a legacy for say we left a new constitution, a constitution way fit for a purpose of the 21st century. This constitution, I repeat myself, this constitution will get or bylaws will get at the moment, it outdated. It totally not there in line of waiting with the Fed for me and you. The time when they make I fit for that purpose day. But at this time, this constitution not fit for anything. For example, me, they make me as vice chairman too. I'm not saying they're in line with the national constitution where late President Sheikh Stephen appoint vice president one, vice president two. But we bylaws now, yeah, not get vice chairman two at all. You don't get them. So now they even make me powerless, you know, make me powerless at times. And we bylaws now, yeah, not get treasurer. Now financial secretary we get. So some of the things that we operate them in a way that we just do them. If anybody tend for look into that, take action against that, it go hit we hard. So what I go say to the chairman, the regional chairman, then go be part of this new constitution, where we they put up very soon. I think the next meeting, the chairman, they come up with that agenda day, and me go spearhead this, because as I said to you, we get the draft constitution now with the follower now. We get in the likes of Khalifa, Kowa, the regional chairman, them, the organs, them, the youth, the women, all the organs then where we get, but make we come together, make we get this draft constitution. So if they ask me on that side, they want an officer go able to conduct any elections by now without not get a new constitution. Okay. We need to know the criteria. If you want to be a chairman, whether you fit for the purpose for being a chairman, or whether you not fit for that purpose, the constitution will spell on that. If you want to be certain individual, now you can, the constitution will spell that. So therefore, we believe, say, the constitution go down lay down before ever we think about election. Not they put the cat before the horse. So I want to I go talk to regional chairman them, make we cooperate. As I say, not just a matter of time. This new constitution, we go adopt them by God in power.
Thank you.
We go adopt them, a very good constitution. We go follow that constitution day. Then whatever amendment we get for make later, we go amend we own constitution. So once again, I call upon all the regional chairmen, all the organs, then say the vice chair too of the UK and I, Comrade Abu Black, they come up with this initiative because we want by the time where we go now ready, now I think we next general meeting will be ready. Me and chairman don't discuss that.
Yes.
So go be ready. We want let this draft constitution go ready by the time we're reaching ready. Make it go be ready. Where we go able to show to the general membership, say this is a draft constitution. Yeah. And therefore, now look into them. If you happen to say that convention don't take place, we go just adopt you. The other thing I want to discuss, the two letters we talk about. The two letters then we common at the diaspora. For me, the chairman, the UK and I chairman discussed that with me. Because he not be happy with it being happen at Freetown. So therefore the UK and I, he aware of that and he supports that letter day. And myself, I support the letter C. Let we write. The diaspora need to come up with one letter for make we write through the diaspora coordinator for make representation to the national secretariat. And the only problem I get, the letter will come up from the national secretariat. I don't believe the authenticity of that letter because I don't see a letterhead. I don't see a signature. What's it then published on the social media? It worrying to me because I'm not able to prove the authenticity of that letter. But it concerned me a lot, some of the things the way they say, I quote, way parents and they put that letter. I don't know, I don't believe social media letters there. So I'm not going to know because I don't see the letterhead from the secretariat. I don't see parents and his signature panam. So I not going to say. But for make them say, people and the diaspora not be pay them dues them, and that will cause me so much problem. I believe say this like cause for concern for we all. We need for discuss on our next executive meeting. Me go raise up that issue there, and I believe say you say go raise up that issue there because it's very very important to me. And so if I reach there,
Okay.
I go stop there for the moment. But I want once again I want to acknowledge Chairman Kataman and Tambanano, Wenamiman, and Sanasi, and Ade Wituna, and I will look for una cooperation where they come up for draw this constitution without hiccups.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Number two, we don't catapult now to the vice chairman of the APC Island.
By default, number one.
By default. Without further, you just therefore take the mantle now. Now at least you don't in conformity with the bylaws they will get now also, because as
Yes.
you see, the bylaws no get vice chairman too. But you
Yeah.
see the APC party, na party like when they say na Komra party. The APC party no one for exclude people them. Because the way how the tension be there at this UK and Ireland for the chairmanship, if them go to the ballot box, na problem for me happy at the UK. You see, so the party with the wisdom when they get the leaders there with the wisdom, then decide say, okay, well, make we call everybody. This na Komra party. Now we get this party. Now make we bring the party together, bring everybody on board, and the ideology of this party now inclusiveness. In as much as we are democratic, you understand, but we also want for cajole we comrades the way really disappointed because of the kind of lost an election, or they feel say something they don't play the tricks for win an election against them, so they're not gonna be happy. So maybe the party can call this consultation clause, then trigger them, then come, then talk to everybody, then the people that go talk to them supporters and say, "Oh, no, calm down. The party now we own. No, fight for the party." So that's how I feel say that the wisdom that one day. I mean, this consultation business where they kick so man don't look happy for that too. But then a discussion for the next coming platform. Yeah, that they will discuss them in the future. But before I come to me, Chairman Bristol, it been mentioned something about the issues of human rights abuses done at the country, the way they treat we, that the opposition. I go on for talk to let it come tell we about these human rights abuses. But make us share something with you first quickly before we go to that.
We have sought to cover up past killings or evil. Though it still persists, we have been powerless to check the new evil of today and give justice to whom justice is due. Evil unchecked grows. The killings of over 30 unarmed prisoners at the Pandema prison in Freetown of Sierra Leone went unchecked. The killings at Pandema prison unchecked grows from the killing in Tonkolimber and subsequent killings and police brutalities in Mile 91, Tombo, Lunsa, and Makini in the form of serial killings. The violations of human rights unchecked grow. Evil tolerated poison the whole system. The regular killings and human rights violations tolerated poison the whole system. The arbitrary arrests and detentions tolerated poison the whole system and undermined democracy and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And because we have tolerated our past and present evils, international affairs are poisoned and law and justice have disappeared from them. The robbery of McKinney's generated by armed military and police officers after midnight that led to the execution of several unarmed protesters must be uncovered and the perpetrators brought to justice now.
Right, once again, welcome to the APC UK and Ireland TV platform. Mina Comrade Owen Kasu, the top owner, and today, na the 8th of August 2021. The time now na 8:31. With me today, I get me VC2, we na Mr. Abu Black Logu Kamara. We by default become with VC for the APC UK and Ireland branch. Alongside Mr. Abu Black, we Manchester chairman, we na Mr. Ibrahim Kanga Kamara, aka Kataman. Alongside that, we get Mr. Tamba Nano, the Bristol chairman. And last but not the least, we chairman from the Reading and Oxford region, Mr. Sanusi Kuruma. Yes, we technical team. We do between us today with Dr. Amadou Denke, as well as Mr. Mo Bangura, aka MMB. So, comrades of the APC, I want for make una continue for share this program on Facebook. Una subscribe, una call una family friends for letting subscribe to this program. And like I say, una comments they're very, very important to me. And I would like for ask one of my technical team members, then Mr. Mo Bangura, for come back live and welcome some of the members the way they watch this program. And make give me a few comments them way then say. And we go learn from their comments also in the subsequent programs that they do. And I want to say thank you to the panelists that we do to me now so for the education that they give me. We last speaker talk about the legacy rule for left, now this APC. And very soon we can go. We executive, the time be done. And once the court case don't solve, we conventional Freetown, don't go get the go ahead. We self the diaspora so for begin do beyond. And we Reading and Oxford chairman don't tell we say, yes, we are prepared. We don't put modalities them in place for make we get these elections then done now so amicably without any problems. And of course, when it comes to membership drive, me Manchester chairman self talk about the membership drive. Encourage we for we register, and he also mentioned about the to-sim business in a serious issue where we got for look into. Because the member of parliament that we under right now we not get to sim. They go and shield the one that we get to sim for letting no can take over the position. So the ones he don't force, and another very, very good point where it will come. But yes, these are topics to debate on, these are topics to talk about, and we subsequent programs them. And I want to tell you thank you for the support I don't give you so far. Mr. M.O. Bangura, MMB, please come on live and talk to me about the platform, how you see the live comments in the go.
Yes, Mr. Coordinator, thank you, Mr. Coordinator. They actually do very well. We get some people in our forum in London waiting to share this program, yeah, and they urge people in for login. And we say we own people in already and I added the login as well. I get the mixer. In comments say missing in action, late lawyer Sheku Abes Kamara. Of blessed memory. So may we commonly rest in peace. It's a great start, regardless of the low turn-up of viewers. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a footstep. Well done, Mr. Mixer. Then we get somebody when they call Alaji Imran Bangura. In the time we say this is just a humble submission. This current executive can still live while the new constitution will be considered to be next. Oh my goodness. Right, that's a very, very good comment as well. And we get Mr. Hassan Manso Kabo in the talk about the bill of the 2 SIM. Well, it's a lot of things there. But thank you, Mr. Mixer. Mr. Coordinator, I will read more of the comments on the next break, sir. Thank you. Over to you.
All right. Thank you very much. Of course, I mean, just want to refresh on our minds them back to the atrocities that already happened at the country, Sierra Leone. We currently get we leader, we now the president of Sierra Leone, President Madabio, a day na UK right now as we speak. Somebody spot him today, we go to church. Apparently, it been come for can attend to a virtual educational meeting or conference, a virtual conference. But it come with a kaburu from Sierra Leone, in family and in co-host them, they all fly with a special plane, then come to the UK for can attend to this conference. Now, the conference not over. I understand say quite a few, very few African leaders then come. And they don't go back to the country. And we understand say President Bio left the UK and go Turkey. Well, from Turkey, I don't know if he drive go Lebanon or something like that or something, or whether he invites one in a Lebanon come meet him. But we understand back say President Bio go now Italy. Just today, we understand say President Bio be in London today, they go to church today, and then somebody gets a clear picture of him, a video of him, where he did at the church, they come on at the door, and right now that it circulates on social media. People are asking, comrades are asking from all over the diaspora, what is the APC UK and Ireland doing? That is a very, very important question. I know say we are a political entity. Difficult for us to come up and make anything. But we understand also from the videos we don't show now, for say, this government is not responsible for the killing of the people that were showing at them video then they. And the president is here. What are we doing as Sierra Leoneans in the UK? People are asking questions right now. So I'll be one for bringing we chairman from Bristol, Mr. Tambanano. Make you just throw some light on this thing, because this thing, as we didn't know, say the president then also it eats taxpayers' money every day per DM, and they understand say that something like $500,000 per day. And it's still the out of the country. Them money then they all na salon people and they pay them money in a day. And the special flight we take na salon money. You know, I don't know when it get for return back, but it didn't also with a huge entourage. And in these very difficult times, Corona, right now the country they almost half of the country is shut down. The mosque them nobody need to go pray. The mosque they're empty. The churches them nobody need to go pray. The church they're all empty. But the marketplace every side open. The clubs every side open. The bar them every side open. You know, the ghetto them every side open. So when I tell me waiting they go on, and a lot of things that happen in interreligious community don't really come out now. They don't begin to speak now with very, very strong voices that we don't know one day. They don't begin to talk about this 2 weeks extension where they don't give for close the mosque and the churches them. After these 2 weeks, they will not accept it anymore because they think say it's really unfair on them. So we want for the chairman from Bristol throw some lights and tell me what we for do. President Nkrumah is here, the other organization, and then also the concerned Sierra Leoneans, you know, Black in the Park, McKinney Lives Matter, and all the other concerned Sierra Leonean people that we day, you know, they get a lot of organization in us. So we don't stage demonstration after demonstration, not a small one them. But up till now, we see say people are still asking questions about what we do where President Bio still the pass up and down. The other day then catch an arrows, it negotiate for a 250,000, 208,000, I don't know, 2,000 some 8 pounds shoes where you want for for return back to Salon. So talk to me, Mr. Tambanano.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Moderator, Comrade Owen Kasu. And I also want at this point also pay special tribute to the technical directors there, whether they're on board, Dr. Amadou Denke and Comrade Mo Bangura. Una plenty thank you to una for when they make this, would they witness this online TV where they go on. I go come for address this issue about with President where he can attend this online, this virtual meeting for Educational Summit. But first and foremost, I want to commend we Vice Chairman, where the Vice Chairman Abu Black, together with the other colleagues, the regional colleagues, where they talk about the elections. The first question will be asked, how we get for go about with the election? Are we prepared? Well, me go one for saying I say the APC UK and High branch, we've been already put roadmaps in place for the elections that will take place. I quite agree with the Vice Chairman Abu Black for say the bylaws and also then don't become obsolete. Time and again, the meetings, Comrade Sanusi been talk that, and we're all aware of that. You see, so before ever everything get for happen, whether we election get for go ahead now, we need for make the constitution as alone that draft constitution get for be adopted. And when that constitution is adopted and approved, it is only then and then that we able proceed with elections them. Because the bylaws they will get for make, it get for the in tandem with the constitution of the new constitution of the party. And I'm glad if I say way we Vice Chairman say, for let we begin for start for move ahead of times, for try for begin for come up with a draft just by looking at the draft constitution, what would they? And hard whatever we get for hard. You understand? So I want to commend we Vice Chairman Abu Black for say, let we team up and with all other wings them for team up with let we begin for work on that so that time not go there for waste. So kudos to you, BC Abu Black, and I believe to say we go give we support for let we begin for work on that. Right, and moving away from that, coming back to this recent virtual online education and summit will take place there in UK. Yes, we know for say the entire world in the pandemic will happen. The only concession where the leaders of every country get, they're not can ban them for travel. They are exempted for say or for say they cannot travel. They can travel once they get a reason. And hence we see for say they allow we leader. Even though we've been there at a time the UK been done red alert to the country for say no, nobody can travel. One question there we can ask yourself, why is it that the president with the entourage they were allowed to travel and other citizens, you and me and others who are stopped, you cannot travel. If you travel with a guy isolate you have to pay. So this is how at international diplomacy, the leadership then get an exemption. But the needful thing, where President Bio and the entourage need for do, the sooner where this summit done, where I've been just 2 days, a need for packing bundle and go back. There is no time wasting here. Enough for say, they don't put emergency conditions in the country. In the country, they go through emergencies, people know they attend church, it's not good. It's a lot of untold sufferings on the people of the country. You understand? Where they don't put this regime, the current regime of President Madabio, don't put we people them through. So if I were President Bio, the sooner after this summit, if I don't go back with the entourage, and the number of the entourage is so much. It's so much. Just look at the amount of money they waste. This is another something today where you know, like you rightly say, myself don't see him. For say he was spotted at a church. How could you do that? Now your own country, people they're not for go worship, where you can't hear, you're gonna hear. So he's making a ridicule of himself. You understand? If I were him after where this all summit done, try for go back. You understand? So I totally condemn the action of the current government. I can throw light now for say, when we been get President Nkrumah, the former President Nkrumah, when we been get Ebola, in fact, he was called to attend some international duties. He not great for attend. He said he go stay now. That is how to show leadership. We get now, so we get the High Commission. The High Commission then for don't step in for attend. President Bio should not have wasted that money for like a charter plane or Canada. So it not been called for because the country, the whole day in a pandemic, you know, but it is rather unfortunate. So I totally condemn this travel where President Bio do for waste taxpayers. It's a waste of taxpayers' money. The High Commissioner could have represented the country here in absentia, you know. So the rest of it now, moving from here, going to another country, it's not called for. A need for go back because they don't put the country in a chaos. Because to start with, we'll not be ever get this sickness alone. Yes, but because of what they go about, now the UK don't put you under the red list, you know. So if I reach there at this point, President Bio and the government need for begin for look at how forget with people that are out of the sufferings. I also see the short video clip now where we see say the human rights abuses where we brother Roland Wright done you know, put a short video clip. And I want to tell plenty thank you to the UK and Ibrahim together with we get some Stallone Utin Sefwedin. We not say all their reports, then don't they compile their reports and present this report to the UK. We don't say they are quite aware within the happen at Sierra Leone. You understand? So it is just a matter of time. It is just a matter of time, you know. So me, they just continue for appeal to the entire Sierra Leonean community. Let them stay calm. Yes, because this can then take me unawares. And the UK self just been to go out of the lockdown. I mean, they just lift out the restrictions. So it's not been possible for let we organize ourselves and do something for demonstrate. But already what we have done, all the write-ups, we done they go before to the relevant areas. I think say that message don't begin to go to President Bio and the government for say, yes, which is the doing salon is not correct. And then don't they take note of her. In particular, when we don't hear say the Prime Minister Naya a whisper 9 years for say about which in the go the human rights abuses where they go to Sierra Leone. So I think to say there is not much. Let us continue for the focus. The UK and I let not succumb to any criticism where people then go don't talk for say why will not come out, why will not demonstrate. It not be a call for at this point in time because we don't do things here in the past and with the plan. So let us take kudos for what we don't do.
Okay.
We don't do quite a lot. So if I reach here, I go stop now for now. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Can I just say one or two things? Sorry about that for intervening.
Yeah.
Because we set Naredin here in collaboration with the McKinney, the mindfulness of McKinney and that movement, you know. We compile a dossier where I present to me MP Naya. By then he was the trade secretary, Alok Shaman. And then he present him to the foreign secretary and a 13-page dossier. And I forward them to MMBB, in fact, Mo Bangura, so that at least they will show a snapshot of him, let people can see him. And Alok Shaman actually able for the foreign secretary for acknowledge that dossier. And I'm sure say the discussion wouldn't get where they say Boris Johnson actually mentioned human rights violations in Sierra Leone to President Bio. I think it stemmed from that, plus other things, other compilations of what people are saying, you know. So
Okay.
to us, I think when they do something, that is something, but we get for redouble efforts again, or make sure say we flag them up, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Nano, thank you very much, Mr. Sanusi, also for add to what you say. That dossier, I think, was privy to that dossier some time ago where you sent it to me. I read not the complete one, but I read them, and I think it's a very, very solid document with a lot of evidence inside that document there as well. So, and I also see a picture where they share around social media of the president and Boris Johnson. We then see them, I think say Nalapi Yode, I think say he mentioned about the human rights records there in the country. Obviously, then people are also very concerned about what they happen in Sierra Leone. But since Nana the president right now, I don't think say there's much they can do for now until that time come when the elections the dates then go reach. If we party continue for be resilient, as we know we party, we are very strong, and we know say we need to take nonsense. So when that time they go for come, we people that go come out and go vote in their numbers. So coming to you, Mr. Abu Black, the VC2. Still, we are a political entity in this country, so and we are the biggest opposition. We're in opposition right now. We still get problem as to whether, as a political entity, can we go out there and demonstrate as APC members, or we just have to leave the demonstration to others because we are a political and we are opposition and nobody will take us seriously and stuff like that. So really and truly, a lot of people that need to be or sort of engaged, if I could put it that way, with regards to what's our responsibility, what's our scope. Because whenever problems in a salon, we were in the diaspora, the Sierra Leoneans are they'll count on us for let we make let the international community they know what they happen to them in the country. Then we sit on also as a political entity where they represent the APC na yaso. We see president they come, we see things that they happen. Yes, we need to come demonstrate as APC UK and Ireland. What are we doing? Are we doing something behind the scenes where we general membership the need for no man and be rest assured? Or we just relax and left the concerned Sierra Leoneans then for do the work and stuff like that? I don't know. What do you go for say about that, sir?
Thank you, comrade. First of all, I want to tell Una say any issue about human rights, nobody know they get away with that.
Thank you.
I like it take 20 years. So President Bio is not above the law. So, but I must warn, we get to be a constructive and responsible opposition party. A constructive and responsible and opposition party. Which I mean, we're not just opposed for the opposed sake. We get to be very responsible. We get to be very, very specific. So what do we say, or what do we share, or what do we listen on social media? As I say, one day the people of Sierra Leone will determine in 2023 whether this government fit for their power again or not fit for their power. Whether what we say about human rights abuse, whether it is true or not. And whosoever responsible for shed cold blood in our country, day, believe me, comrade, that person, they get away with that. I know say people in the way they put dossier, pictures, but we have to also very be careful. Some of these things are social media things. Some of them, the international community, they believe them. Some of them, we have to prove beyond reasonable doubt whether waiting with the say that this person do, not true. So for me, on that side of human rights issue, where we not touch on all the clips where I don't see, I'm always very skeptical for make a pinpoint say, this is what you've done, or this is what the government has done. Until when the time for justice comes, we're able to prove them. say yes. There is a court of law in Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone not a all kind country any longer. My country respect law. We still get judges that we credible. We believe in human rights. We still get human rights people. We believe in the life of me and you. So therefore, we get to be responsible opposition and constructive opposition. In the other question where you asked about the UK and I, about whether the right to demonstrate, yes, we do. But I believe, say, we fail on a lot of things that we're not able to bring out people. When they demonstrate against a sitting government, you don't only get to convince your own party, you get to convince even the person who is not a politician. But this is what we could have done. But at the moment, we're not able to do them. I don't talk to most of the people that we can organize a demonstration. They also say, why we not go work so hard for me to convince even people in the SLPP party, what we believe, say, they believe in human rights. Now convince and say, it's right, high time and join let we demonstrate against these particular atrocities where they happen at the country. Allegedly, they use word allegedly atrocities. So we got a lot of work for doing at the diaspora. We know unite. People are disgruntled with politics in the country, and therefore it's very difficult. For me, I remember where them sack Sam Sumana, where we go now down the street for demonstrate. We got it. We cut across. We managed to convince other people in the other parties for make them join let we demonstrate in favor of the government of President Ernest Bai Koroma that time. Say, what he do now be the right thing. But at this point in time, we there in a sort of chaos that we're not able to cut across at all. And people and they perceive, we say, this is just all about the APC people. This is all about opposition. This is all about whatever President Bio do. People don't like it. But bring it on 2023, the people of Sierra Leone will decide. And when the people of Sierra Leone will decide on Kasu, APC will be back in power. And any atrocities we caused by this current government will be investigated, and that person will be bring forward before the law. So now that's me go say when it comes to the issue of human rights, let we we fact them together. Let we very be careful, let we not prejudice them, and let we not oppose for oppose sake. Let we be very, very responsible and constructive. Which side the government they go right, let us praise them. Which side the government they go wrong, let us tell them. And for me, that is me. And that's what I feel at the moment. I believe, say, I repeat, whosoever cause problem in that country or kill anybody or cause or try for making hijack anybody in property or in life savings unlawfully, that person, the law will catch up with them.
Okay.
And when APC come back in power, APC will do that.
Thank you so much, Mr. VC2 Abu Black. Over to the chairman of Manchester, Mr. Ibrahim Kanga Kamara. My question to you is, as you there, VC2 don't talk to we, you don't tell we, for say human rights abuses, not to go beyond borders. You go right beyond a single country. You commit human rights abuses, then this country, they let you go letter, then they go hunt you there, and then they bring you to justice for committing human rights abuses. Yes, we don't get evidence system. We don't get evidence system in a salon. We don't see live shooting, live killing, live what it's what they do. We get them videos and they produce them, confessions and stuff like that. They don't bring the president come on live TV. The president come and not give condolences to none of the dead them. How many hundreds of people that we don't die in the country right now? And not give none condolence to the families of the one that we don't die. But yet, it went on defending the actions of government and the actions of the police or whatever they do for killing innocent people in there. Some of them which been in a prison for over 1 year. Young people them from that McKinney killing for that generator. Now recently, then they release 13 of them on bail. Why? You don't kill the people then. You don't collect 52 or 53 of them, carry them go. Now you release the balance 13 after 1 year. These are the things where they frustrate Sierra Leoneans. And like when we visit to say, we get scope as a political party, we get for verify, we go for make sure say things are hard evidence, because the international community need to follow things on social media. What do you think so for do as a political entity now? So for not get constructive channels them, pure indirect channels them, which shall be say anything will get to a clear evidence. We will channel the place, the evidence also to them people there. So we go make the international community take we serious now so as a political branch. And the general membership now the thing that also the one for listen to. And then tell the one for Yeri for say with chairman they actually they work. Because I just Yeri the Reading chairman talk about submitting a dossier to one of the MPs them where they cover that area there. And the MP took it to herself straight and let it reach the foreign affairs or international affairs department, where they don't take them very seriously to the prime minister. These are some of the things we expect some of the chairmen and some of the branch members and also for do for we. So from your side, what do you think we will go for add to this from your region and generally as a branch?
Thank you, Mr. Coordinator. It's a very important topic. And as Chairman Sanusi say, that's the easiest way to fight this fight. The way to fight this fight is to contact your NP. Your NP, it is very, very important for making the contact your NP and they get feedback within the Apuna Salon. That's the way we have affect this fight. So and affect we me the fight, and affect we Mrs. very, very serious about. She's tired demonstrating and tell we people and back home for demonstrate. No. Let we not tell we people and back home for demonstrate because they will kill them for nothing. We need them people and they alive for 2023 for make them go put their votes, make we get numbers. For we waiting at the diaspora, I know a lot of us have Twitter and they follow very important people there. If you have an authentic document, an authentic audio or video, just take the link to your NP and follow up and put the link that this is what is happening in my country. Trust me, my brothers and comrades, it works. Recently, I remember me Mrs. forward a Twitter to a high-ranking government officer. And I know the effect way that did to waiting the happen in our country. It works.
Okay.
They respond back to them. Are you sure about this? She said, yes. You can follow the link. And they did follow the link. And they contact the people waiting for contact, say what is going on. So I feel say I'm the people who follow on Twitter. It is very important for we follow government officials there. I believe, say, Miss Secretary General, Mara, they do that job there as well.
Absolutely.
You don't need to fight this fight open. There is lots of ways we can pass information. We're very, very effective. And I feel, say, the social media, the Twitter, following important government officials does work. Okay. So let we continue and let we advise we people in back home, please. We now also can demonstrate. But with people in back home, please, let we not advise them for demonstrate. I remember a fellow talk about demonstration wearing Black Monday. And I remember a gentleman wear black, and talk good things about the former president. Waiting they end up to. Being harassed and taken to prison. If we lost that comrade day or that brother day, now one vote with all of us. So let we stop for encourage with people and back home for letting them demonstrate. No. Let we educate with people and back home what to do. Let them see waiting the happen because this government they want to reduce numbers. And we need we members them, we need we vote them for count. So please me not go encourage any demonstration and back home. And even in the UK here, there are a lot of ways where we pass information which will be very, very effective. So this is all I have to say. I cannot say everything here because it's open.
Yeah, thank you.
But there are lots of ways we can do things there.
Thank you.
Yes, so that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman from Manchester, aka Kataman. Over to you, Mr. Mo Bangura. Well, let's just say a few words and then, tell me how the platform they go in terms of the social media side. Yes, go on.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Coordinator. Just one important, somebody named Abubakar Kamara, he asked question. He talk, say, let's concentrate on APC issues in the UK. What's next for the branch? Nothing else is mentioned about the general membership. It just comments from the regional chairpersons. How can this help the branch? Let's find a strategy to get this part of the work done. Then Delwyn Thomas, he said, what do you mean by overstay? Did he has a visa expired? So them two people I want to ask them question, yeah? They want answer from you, Mr. Coordinator, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Mo Bangura. The question about the second commentator winner, Delvin Thomas, what do you mean by overstay? And if the visa expire, I don't know what it mean, would that mean, and would that say that? But the first one, if you can ask Ale, make the comment back later on, like clarify that. But the first one, I want to go on at the table because the general membership, now then we own people them. Now then we they source out for so right now we on this platform. Now then they can watch we so. Now then they show them comments there so. And when they comment there so now them out of them waiting in the thing. Now so we serve the try for ask the question then to now the leaders they learn tell we which now we position, which now we scope. Understand? So yeah, then we talk about the regions then now. Now yes, we talk about the general membership now. The question, if you can read them back for us, please, Mr. Mo Bangua Fole, again to Mr. Sanusi from Reading and Oxford, let talk to me, and maybe one of the other chairman will respond.
Right, Mr. Abubakar Kamara, Chairman Sanusi, they asked, he said, let's concentrate on APC issues in the UK. What next for the branch? Nothing yet is mentioned about the general membership. It's just comments from the regional chairpersons who used to say involve Mr. Chairman. So how can this help the branch? Please, let's find a strategy for me to get this done. Over to you, Chairman Sanusi.
Thank you very much, Ms. We able technical man and Mr. Coordinator to yourself, And before I answer this question, I just want for retreat back to the Vice Chair in comments where he make, with regards to issues where the human rights issues, VC Comrade Black, I think say social media, yes, not everything within our social media we will believe. But for most of what we get, what we compile, those are incidents and atrocities where occur, people who suffered, people who were witnesses, people where directly or indirectly, they were either victims of those atrocities. And so, we're able to substantiate them with vivid images, And I'm glad he say, he mentioned something about, in terms of the demonstration. APC, where APC been in power, and I think I mentioned this, the initial comment that I make, where I start the whole thing. I say, we APC, one of, in fact, this new draft constitution, under the aims and objective is to promote national unity, peace, recognition, reconciliation, and the common good for the development of our nation. And one of the aims and objective of the draft constitution will get. The reason being, APC in our power, which make we able to convince the opposition, say, whether they openly demonstrate, is because now the open party. We will welcome everybody. As a populous party, you stretch your arms for be inclusive. What you get now from this present government is they put a divide. If you're not there with us, you are with them enemy. So to get people who are presently in this government, but even though na vivid human rights violations in the sea, and na something we don't believe in, they are swayed because of maybe tribal affiliation or something. I'm sorry to say this, but it is true. You don't ever get them, even though they don't see, even though there's something where then they fight, all their life against. But for let them be on our side for demonstrate for something human rights violations. I don't feel so we will get that vice chair. I don't feel so we will get that. So let's just leave that. Even though people then all their life, like I said, they don't spend all their life on that. But because it don't come to this stage and the way how things are going in Sierra Leone today, quite frankly, it's sad and it's scary. And we all have to be very careful. So now come back now to this general membership with this one member talk about, yeah, Abubakar talk about. Abubakar, yes, you're absolutely right. We have issues here in terms of our member. I think so one of the last meeting we'll get now already here, the Zoom meeting we'll get. Spend so much time because people in the outcry was so loud. Why is it the opposition, when the SLPP, then gets a website where you don't need to go through anybody? You can just go with the click of the button, it download itself, you fill in form, you do that. Everything is spelled out. It's so transparent, so smooth, and people in the register. Rather than you have to go through hoops in the registration process, and that is discouraging. It puts a lot of people off, naturally. I think that one of the key things, and because I had this discussion with Simeon. I said, Simeon, why make we not get an electronic version of registration? Why make people for still going at this obsolete and outdated method of completing your registration on hard paperback? You get, go snap picture, only they add to the cost. Why? There is so modern day technology is so easy and so straightforward. Why can't we move forward? Why do we have to be not belong to the 21st century? I say that is sad. Okay. That is very sad. Yes, we can understand the way you register, a certain percentage of it goes to the secretariat in Freetown, and certain amount is the left Naya, where the branch in your money. I said, but let that be a medium wherein people can do it very, very easily. Because a lot of people in are ready now, for example, we're ready for register, but because of the protracted process itself, of putting, and people in now will be not do the hard copy, where the Vice Secretary, Secretary General Kabia, he attests to. Since then, before this present executive come into power, some of them will not register because the hard copy is lost in translation. Nobody can give an account of it. How can we be answerable to those sort of questions to the general members?
Okay.
Thank you very much. Those are some of the things we need for actually look into, work into, encourage people, let people be satisfied, let them feel free with a click of the mouse, go through the process without even saying anything. So many people just can't look at more, I don't get them. It's very simple and straightforward. Modern technology. Thanks to Mo, thanks to two other members, Mr. Wuri and Mr. Stevens, Pablo Stevens, they opted during that meeting for let them do investigation. And if not something where they for pay for, they actually, they say we go pay, or let APC move before the branch.
Okay.
These are some of the things, these are the things that the branch should be paying emphasis on. Okay. They are very thorny things, but we need to work on them. I'm glad the way Mr. Black, Vice Chair Black, they actually don't take the mantle itself, but say there are certain things in terms of the bylaws and the other things where you want actually to liaise with all of us. These are some of the things, membership drive, because we are not, 2023 is just by next door. It's not too far. Now the same problem with the Ghana Salon, we are in the registration at Salon, and they eliminate a lot of people then. Come that day, if you're not registered, believe you me, you will get a problem for movement. Okay. And we in the diaspora here, with all the technology we're exposed to, we should be able, that's a table for deliberator now. So me, I just feel say, we have a lot of work to do. Let's sit back as executive members and revisit some of these issues and some of the things that we are talking about now.
Okay.
So that the general membership will know, say, yes, we work on those things.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. The time right now, 9:16. In the next quarter minutes, we will try for wrap up. So I want to share something with you now. And then after that, I will ask my chairman then make them give me one last few words, each and every one, for the general membership, within the hopes, within the expectations, and within the strategic plan for we as a branch and regions. One sec, let me just share this with you guys. Welcome back, comrades of the APC. This is not just for put a smile in some of the faces them, for the viewers them. Mr. Tambanano, I see that about in the they say SLPP versus APC. I see the APC man they link at the groups and stuff like that, and eventually end up for win the fight. So right now the people are most will be the bang win from the ropes, you know. But eventually 2023 we come back on board and we slap them down and all that, you know. So I just want to analyze something for me and let you say one few words for us for the general membership, and then from there we go to each and every one of us, and then we finish on with Mr. Mo Bangura for giving a last update on the platform, and then we take it from there. So yes, Mr. Nano, go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Plenty. Thank you to you, Comrade Owen Kansu, and the technical team. Yes, just a simple analysis of the short video clip we see that Boxing Day. The moral lesson for we all see for say when the fight start, the battle start, you see red and green, you know, meaning symbolizing APC and SLPP. At some point in the battle, we see say the green, the sort of throw punches at the man in the red, where represents APC. And they come to some point, the man in the red is stumble, a fall on, but a no lost focus. A continue, a stay firm, and at the end, a one punch where he get the green, it down him. So therefore, the moral lessons learned here, that in spite of all the difficulties and the challenges then, where today we're in opposition with the face, let us remain focused. Let we keep it cool, like the VC one say. Yes, let we not incite people then for say, may them go fat or that. We'll go just like also chairman of Chairman Kanga say, "Laudo inside to people that na Salome and go fed, then go kill, and then go die no more." But let us remain resolute, stay focused, stay you know, come 2023, we go overcome this battle. We go overcome the battle. The battle is already won. We are already winning.
Absolutely.
So that's my simple analysis. Let us remain focused. You know, that's so David a bit Goliath.
Yes.
You understand? That's just what it is. Only one punch, you finish him. So that is it. Comrades all, APCians, let's remain focused and also we're a resilient party. We go bounce back.
Yes.
We go bounce back. The sun will rise again come 2023.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Nano. That was the chairman of the Bristol region. Thank you so much for coming to this platform. We really appreciate you time you take for come on board. And I ask you for continue for giving you blessing and you people that really support you under make them continue for the support platform. This kind of platform, anytime they come on board, the comments there we take them very seriously. So I want to go over to me chairman from Reading and Oxford. I see the smile after the bouting. I don't know which is your analysis of the bouting and which is your last word to the comrades then. Unmute yourself, sir. Unmute yourself.
I mean, Chairman Nano is someone up quite rightly. I mean, we will remain focused, resolute, steadfast. And one thing I get for say, when you look the clip itself, means they were the man in the green had the upper hand. And if you take the imagery itself, SLPP and then have power, so they had the upper hand.
Yeah.
So we have to go with. But let's just remain focused.
Mm-hmm.
I always say this, and it is a truth beyond all reasonable doubt. Nobody can challenge that. APC is the most populous party in Sierra Leone.
Yes.
By any means, if anything will happen, we go, say, face to face, we go side by side, we beat them clean.
Yes.
And what in the clip also show me is this. At the end, that one punch where that man where they in red way, now the voters.
Yes.
We don't do all the thing where you camp on that election. The voters will decide whether to approve of the SLPP for another 5 years or Tolongo, we get back into power.
Fantastic.
And but the lesson there for all of us, is very comical, the clip itself.
Yeah.
But in itself, intrinsic way, look at, the allegorical meaning behind what we see is this. We get forget we act together because that first drop will drop. It means we lost focus. We not be know what to deeper. And I need to reflect some of the things the way membership when they address, when they ask me, what are we doing? You guys are voiceless. We are not seeing anything coming forth from you guys. What is the leadership doing? People want answers. People are dissatisfied. The disquietness is too much. The uneasiness is palpable. We have to come back and with our leadership, we the heads of the various branches, I think so we careful, galvanize the efforts again. But let we reassure remembers them, say, yes, with the work, something is in place. But we are not doing anything to showcase that at the moment.
Okay.
So once again, the knockout blow is coming. It's there. And the people of Sierra Leone will come up with that knockout blow. And the APC and they represent the people of Sierra Leone.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you very much. That was the chairman of the Reading and Oxford region, Mr. Sanusi Kuruma. I want to say thank you on behalf of the APC Canal and Media online platform for your time we take for Can Talk to We today and for represent your region on this platform. Mr. Kataman from Manchester, you see the bouting and you don't hear the analysis from we two other chairmen. What do you take of this one and what's the last word to the general membership?
First and foremost, my final analysis, my final submission, I want to tell the media team plenty thank you, comrade Mo Bangura and my younger brother, Dr. Danke, and you the head of the media team, and the one they waiting at the background. I know me Secretary General then at the background. They're will then at the background. I tell you all, plenty. Thank you for a fantastic job. Well done. Yes. Concerning the video clip, in life, when you push somebody na the wall, you push them, the person have nowhere to go. It defend itself. And at the tell you we borders them na the SLPP, the government, they don't push we too much na the wall. And come 2023, we don't have nothing to do. We just have to push them back. And just one push, we go come victorious. So we say come 2023, let we just put we house in order. As I always use 3 words them: respect, honesty, and love. Unale we take them 3 words, then they very important. With them words, then the person you love, you're not gonna hurt the person. If respect they between you and person, una not going to exchange word. And let we honest to ourselves. What you think you cannot do, ask the person that is capable of doing it to do it. So this is all I have to say for me members then in Manchester. I hope say then they watch we. And please, it's sad. We lose VC 1. May his soul rest in peace. Me and my Secretary General, me don't plan for do something big for APC now Manchester this if me be this month. But because we lose VC1, may his soul rest in peace, we're not able to do what we plan for do. But come before the year around, even before we go to the convention, Manchester, they plan for do something big way. We the plan for invite the whole branch regions, them members, them for me they come witness the event one for do Manchester is concerning a membership drive. Yes. Hopefully we go do before we even go to the convention. And my final word, please, we senior comrades them Nasalone, please. Una be honest to ourselves and try for solve this problem out of court. Whatever the other party they want, please, time no day in we favor, make them come together and solve that problem. That's the only way forward. Please, concerning the money, we are ready to sponsor our party come 2023. Thank you all, comrade. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. That was the chairman of Manchester Region, Mr. Ibrahim Kanga Kamara, aka Kataman. Right.
Mr. Coordinator, just one thing I think it just skipped me.
Okay.
Now we get for host the next convention. And I think I'll try for day in discussion with Mustafa, the chairman, and Mr. Black himself. I will include that into this because he mentioned something very important. Say if we work diligently towards the bylaws, Reading will be a platform for where we actually introduce the bylaws. So with the hope, say, the draft constitution will be adopted because then they will just mirror the bylaws. It will be easier for the bylaws to be mirrored into the draft constitution to be, or the approved constitution to be mirrored into the bylaws. Okay. So we work on that. Everything was in place. Mr. Mobangra will attest to that. Now the dates no more even just be say the date fall when the lockdown happened, just before the lockdown. We can get a date where it can fall. If we don't do the convention before the lockdown itself, but everything is in place. So it's just for us to regroup ourselves again in collaboration with the executive. Then we can agree on a date and then we take it forward. So thanks to all my members in Reading and people who are watching. Thank you for watching us, and thanks a lot for everyday contributions. I know say Fode Mansare made some comments where Mr. Mobangra just read out. So thanks to everyone in Reading and Oxford. Yes, we're ready for work with the general, with the branch as a whole and the executive. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Fantastic. That was the chairman again from Reading and Oxford. Of course, some of we suit the way we don't buy for that Reading meeting day. It's still day zip up in suit bag. So we need to touch them until the date is confirmed. When that time they reach, we bust them, we don't deposit to money them for where they can we go. We not take money there too. They say whenever we ready, we'll just go confirm, we give the date, then they go pack for we go load inside it, we can ready. And not say ready them, people away always they welcome we and the food them. They're very, very nice. The atmosphere, I remember the one who go to another park. Very, very nice atmosphere. So, of course, say the midlands themselves they can get with something they can shake shoulder like for say they're powerful past the ready side. But anyways, that's how they will go for each day. So Manchester, I hope say what should they do not to follow or jack the ready in their own meeting. But the event when I do they like Chairman Kataman say very, very important. So we always ready for go support each other. And that's what they are so for. So one of the last but not the least with VC2, Mr. Abu Black Lobu Kamara. We're now with VC2. Please come on live and then talk to me. Your last word and which you go for say to the general membership. Of course, you have viewed the bouting way up in just now. So what you go for say to me, Mr. Abu Lobu Black. Okay, for now, let me move on to Mr. Mo Bangura. May I talk to me about the platform? Why do they get Mr. Abu Black for come back on board? Mr. Mo Bangura, tell you about the platform. What's the latest on the platform?
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Coordinator. I just want for reiterate what the chairman say about the online registration. With the work on that day, we get 3 members them at the Reading region. We get Mr. Pablo Stevens and Mr. Danny Uri, we are the youth leader. Then myself, with the work on that day, we get an online registration. Like the chairman say, they add copy after where people don't put their information. Obviously, they get lost. So with the work on that day. Now, I just want to say thanks to everyone. We get the views them is encouraging actually. I'm so glad. I think we get in there. We get 36 static views them will be the C, so which is good. And from my own page, I get about 65 to 75 shares. People in share waiting they go on. So I just want to thank everyone, all the people the way they watch we. When I continue for help we, when I comment, wait when I want we improve on. I will talk again about the link. I don't really know what's happening because some people and they access the link and some are not. But we'll go work on that day. They want all the media team, everybody will come together. Let's work and resolve this. So once again, I want to say thank you to everyone, including Mr. Coordinator and my colleagues, them, Mr. Delwin Thomas and Dr. Dinke. Thank you and good night.
Thank you very much. That is one of our technical directors, Mr. MMB, Mo Bangura. And of course, not forgetting Delwin Thomas. Well, if you will not even get Delwin Thomas, will not be a constructive and a superb platform like how they see what they see so. The man just know waiting for do. He just get a vision for giving a focus and direction and strategic plan. He did behind the scene constantly for anything we want. You talk about designs, you talk about all sorts of things, write-ups, all plannings. Delwin Thomas is always spot on. And of course, the man will not like for the show himself, Dr. Denke, and Amawe himself they behind the scene constantly. They prepare, they design the newsletters them on a monthly basis. They do research them. They come up with fantastic things that they make you feel proud. Now this media team. I want to commend all the other members of the media team. We, by one way or the other, whether out of criticisms, critical thinking, or support, they don't contribute immensely. Each and every one of them, they don't contribute immensely for this platform. A few days ago, we get a couple of blast them from we member of the media team, but that they don't support we, that they don't give you a lot of ideas for them to make a few changes them we make today, I believe say the comments that we will get will likely be encouraging for we all. So once again, comrades of the APC, UK and Ireland and the diaspora, and of course Sierra Leone included, Mina Comrade Owen Kasu, in as much as I go want to we continue with this discussion, very, very important one, them, very good topics them. But we go unfortunately get for call it today. And we're looking forward to next Sunday for another very important topic and panelists there will go join with. For now and for today, the commentators them, na the Facebook Live and all the Wonder Way view we want to tell you all thanks. And this is a developing platform where we continue for seek una comments them, we make sure say we get the things them right to our own satisfaction. The time now 9:36, and today na the 8th of August 2021, and me when I host this platform today, my name now Comrade Owen Kasu, and I want to tell everybody thank you, and I will left now with something like this one for me comrades them. Thank you very much, and I say bye.
We do this for Salon. From 2018 when you be the president, Friday and Sunday, the people let them play for make it pay the debt. I say Marabio, the people let don't know say you the lie, yo. I say Marabio, the people let don't know say you the thief, oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the ruling country by Fatima. He don't break the country because of Fatima. He dey make the people suffer in Fatima. Hey, now because of Fatima. You know the nanny born for in Fatima. He kill the bobuna because of Fatima. Opa peteka for in Fatima. I wouldn't look and say we not because of Fatima. Opa pe why you know the will be fine. Mind you not for safety you be fine. Every day you dey fly. And you laughing people and pan cry. Go, why for peace soul? Now we be say yes, now we say no. The people let this gone if you don't know. 2023, you the back. I say Marabio, the people let don't know say you the lie, yo. I say Marabio, the people let don't know say you the thief, oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the ruling country fine for Fatima. He don't break the country because of Fatima. He dey make the people suffer in Fatima. Hey, now because of Fatima. You know the nanny born for in Fatima. He kill the bobuna because of Fatima. Opa peteka for in Fatima. I wouldn't look and say we not because of Fatima. Marabio, see the biggie then they cry. Marabio, see the people and they die. Marabio, the education they die. Marabio, everybody just say Marabio. The people let them know say you the lie, yo. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you the thief, oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the ruling country fine for Fatima. He don't break the country because of Fatima. He dey make the people suffer in Fatima. Hey, now because of Fatima, you know the nanny born for Fatima. He kill the bobuna because of Fatima. Opa peteka for Fatima. Now we don't look and say we not this go. I say Marabio, the people they don't know say you the lie, yo. I say Marabio, the people they don't know say you the thief, oh. Now because of Fatima, for Fatima.
Okay.
Comrade, now 3 number left, eh?
Going off now.